You made a video about what a high value man is. What is a high value man?
A high value man is a man with money.
You said period.
Period. And I say that because I think people like to make things sound cute. You know, oh no, he's confident, he's kind, he's genuine. You don't care about that in actuality, because if you did, then you wouldn't treat the boy who comes from an informal settlement who wants to marry your daughter, who is, well, now you're middle class, and you wouldn't treat that boy as a nobody if money wasn't a factor. So people clearly place value on it. Let's just be honest. We believe in our society that a high value man is a man with money, because a man can have 10 great traits. You take away finance, nobody sees him.
And you got attacked.
Yeah.
A woman like you that are after money, it's like Dumbos. That's not what she's saying. For fuck's sakes.
Yeah, but it's also how I said it. I mean, if you're not used to satire and you don't understand sarcasm, then you might just miss it. But it's unfortunate that this is the world that we live in, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Do I believe, according to my own personal values, that that's what a high value man is solely? No, I don't. But it's how society behaves that leaves me with no choice but to believe that a high value man is a man with money. Because even if a man, he is a serial cheater, he is unfaithful in his marriage, he is abusive,
Yes,
emotionally, physically, but he's got money, that man will be respected purely based on the fact that he has money. And there will always be a woman who's willing to be with him based on the fact that he has money. So why lie to people and tell people that you care about a man's integrity when you don't?
Remember when Mhlongo bought his wife's Mercedes Benzes?
Yeah,
And
that was a big
a lot
deal.
of South African girls were like, hey, that's his tempo. Actually,
It's not so bad.
that's maybe I was built for his tempo. That Mercedes Benz looks good.
How fickle is the world that we live in? It's crazy to me that people would actually behave that way, but it all goes back to our primal instincts as men and women. It's all about provide and protect. And in the context of providing in the society that we live in, it is monetary value. That is what a man who provides does, unemali, period. And he can afford to take care of you. So it's a primal instinct in women to want to be with that man. Now, it is up to you as a person to have discernment. Does this person treat me well? Is he a good example for my future children? Do I want my future children to be like this man? Yes or no? That's up to you.
Do you think it's okay for women to prioritize money?
People can do what they want. In my personal opinion, no, it's not okay.
What do you think they should prioritize?
I think there's so many other things that makes a high value man besides that. I'm not saying that a man should be broke. Don't be broke. I'm not saying be broke. I'm not saying don't have ambition or have a plan to work towards having money. I'm just saying that finances shouldn't be the number one on the list. And we compromise so many of our quote unquote morals for money. Because when I'm even in circle of friends, your friends will know that that man is married. But of
course. We're all living soft because of this nigga.
We're living soft because even in families,
100%.
they will accept that married man and be like, "Hi, what is that?"
Poverty.
Yes, it's poverty mindset. Like, no, guys, we can't be living like that. So no, I don't agree. Also, my opinion of what a high value man is very different from another person's opinion.
What's your opinion and what should be number one if not money?
I don't know how to describe this, but this is what I value.
Sure.
And I can't put it in English, unfortunately. I'm going to have to say it in vernacular in order for me to be able to deliver this message to you.
Khululeka.
Angifuni indoda engakwazi ukuhlinza inkomo mina. You can't slaughter a goat. You can't slaughter a cow. Ufike emngcwabeni uswenkile. Yabazi labo bhuti abafika emngcwabeni, umkhanyana usefika emngcwabeni naye usefaka izaza, ufaka i-three-piece suit, uyinto nje yena engathinte. I don't like, that's not what I value.
Ngagqoka amasudi manje.
I'm not saying don't, but I'm saying what I value in a man. For me, it's how you show up as a man. Angifuni indoda who doesn't know how to put themselves last in certain situations. You don't have to show up as your entire being. We know that you are the medical doctor with 50,000 degrees. Siyakubongela halala. You drive this big car. You live in a fancy house. Sesekhaya ke manje. Kushoniwe. Iphi overall blue?
Lesifika ngama-overall.
Yes.
Ew.
That's how you show up for your spouse in situations like that, because the opposite is also expected of a woman. Make sure as a wife, I'm expected to be there on Friday. I'm chopping. Gifagi dug. My corporate job doesn't matter right now. The nails don't matter right now. This is the situation that we're dealing with. This is how I'm showing up for my man. So I don't like a man who has a high level of self-preservation, because that indicates to me that you're selfish. You don't know how to read the room. I like a man who is generous. Doesn't have to have money, but he can be generous. Because a lot of you are in relationships. You've never even seen that guy's payslip. You don't know how much he earns. You just see the car. You just see the house. You have no understanding of his level of financial literacy. This big car and big house may be provided by a massive amount of debt, but you just see the flash and the money that he gives you. So you're not concerned about this man's ability to create a stable home from a financial perspective. You're just worried about what you're getting out of it. So for me, it may be different than the masses. And I understand that I'm an outlier in this case, but I know that there are many women who think like me. I value how present you are as a father, if you are a father. And if you're not, I can already tell by how present you are in our relationship if you're going to be present with our children or not. I value how much you can give from whatever you have. A lot of women are living in mansions and these men are stingy. He's providing you with the outward glam. And also, I appreciate a man who's going to pour into me. Are you intelligent? What am I learning from you? What are you teaching me? And when I'm with you, does your energy allow me to be in my femininity? Am I willingly and happily submitting to you as the head? Those are the things that I value.